Hey y'all, welcome back. So glad you're here today. Today I'm in the mood for some breakfast. So I'm thinking I'm gonna make me some loaded breakfast quesadillas on the Blackstone. Now, when I say loaded, I got to thinking about all the different things I could add to it or whatever. Loaded can mean a million different things. You can add whatever you want, take away from whatever you want. Like I've said in every other video I do, recipes are just guidelines. There's nothing set in stone. If you like something, take it away. Add to it, whatever you want to do, you can make it yours. And so you see here what I'm gonna use. I mean, it looks like a lot of ingredients, but honestly, I think it's gonna all come together quite nicely. In the end, it's gonna make a delicious breakfast quesadilla. So as far as the prep work goes, I went ahead and pre-chopped my jalapeños, my green onions, my regular white onions, bought diced ham already. We got some ground sausage. I went ahead and beat the eggs up, you know. Go ahead and get all that prep work out of the way if you can. Bring it out here to your griddle, get it ready. Now, speaking of griddles, I went ahead and got mine preheating up on low. Now, low on my griddle is about 350, so adjust accordingly on yours, because all griddles are different. But now, I think mine's about ready, so let's go over here and check it out and see if we're ready to cook. Well, I'm starting to see that white smoke. That means this griddle is ready for some groceries. Let's throw a little bit of butter down for them hash browns. We get them kind of going right over here. I think. Might add a little oil to them. Ain't gonna hurt. And just slide them hash browns on here. We'll take, just kind of spread them out. Like so, let them cook. Let them do their thing. So now that the hash browns are down and start to brown up, or what do the hash browns do? Let's get this bacon going. It's pretty thick cut bacon right here. Yes, sir. That's some pretty bacon there. Not like the bacon I was using in another video. It's pretty bad looking. Now this breakfast really won't take long at all. The hash browns are probably gonna take the longest, honestly. Bacon, we're gonna cook that up. We're gonna chop that up. And the rest of it's just gotta be cooked. I think I might add a little bit more butter to some of these hash browns. Just kind of add them on top right over here. Let it melt on down as it cooks. Yeah. So now I'm gonna grab some salt and put some on these hash browns right here. You gotta have that cracked pepper on them too. Can't have no bland hash browns. There we go. Now I've said it before and I'll say it again. I am not a one flipper on bacon. So I'm gonna go ahead and give my bacon a good flip right here. Man, that's some pretty bacon right there. I need that kind of bacon more often. Little fat pieces. Now I think it's time to get my sausage on here. And as you see, I'm just using about a half a tube right there. Break it up, let it brown on up. Man, there ain't nothing, and I mean nothing, in the world like the smell of breakfast on the Blackstone. So good. Man, them hash browns over here doing their thing. And this breakfast sauce is starting to brown up, and y'all look how this bacon is doing over here. Man. Now, as far as hash browns goes, I do have a video on how to cook hash browns on the Blackstone, but the main key is leave them alone. It took me a while to learn that. It really did, because with griddle cooking, you're so used to moving stuff around and always constantly stirring or whatever. Hash browns, don't do that. Let them cook. They'll be okay. But speaking of stirring, we need to stir our sausage up. Get it all chopped up. Take a peek at our hash browns here. Let's see. They're just now starting to brown up. So they're okay. Give my bacon another flip. You gotta watch that bacon. Keep a close eye on it, because it will burn before you know it. Now, I'm not saying I'm speaking from experience, but I have seen people burn the bacon. Just thought about it. You know what would have been good with this sausage? If I'd have formed them in the balls and make smashed sausage patties and get that little crisp and that crunch on there. Now that would have been good. I think I'm gonna slide my bacon all the way over here now. Let it finish cooking against the edge of the griddle. That sausage is pretty much done too. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and just move it over here, like so. Just like that. Now let's warm up our ham, our diced ham. And let's get some onions in there too. We'll put them back here, because it won't take long for the ham and the onions to be done like I want them. Of course, honestly, we could probably mix them together. It's kind of one of them afterthought things again. Just go ahead and mix them up. Don't matter. Spread them out and let them cook. Take a peek at the underside of them hash browns again. Looking pretty good. And now to flip them, you can use 2 spatulas. You can cut them in half. You use a wide. I'm gonna try to use a wide. Take it and just flip them over. Look at that. Pretty golden color. Honestly, they probably could have stayed on that side a little longer, but I think they're gonna be okay. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a little bit of butter around them. Let that butter kind of seep in down there. And I'm gonna salt and pepper that side too. A little salt. Some more pepper. There we go. Perfect. Mix up our ham and onions over here. Sure, we're smelling good. Ain't the perfect brown on them hash browns. They probably could have stayed on that side a little longer, but that's okay. They're gonna turn out just fine. But these ham and onions and this sausage over here and this bacon is really smelling off right now. I do believe my ham and onions now are done. So I'm gonna slide them over too. Just slide them over here. I'm gonna slide my hash browns over just a little bit. Right there worked just perfect. Now I'm gonna break out my cutting board, put it down, and grab my bacon. So we just want little slices, just pieces. We want bacon pieces. As far as how big the pieces are, that is 100% your call. I kind of want bigger pieces in mine, so that's kind of where I'm gonna leave them right there. Just like that. And take them, kind of slide them back over here on the griddle, amongst all the other good food. Now, I decided I want some spice in mine, so I got me some diced jalapeños. I'm just gonna add these back here in the back. Just kind of saute them up, give them a little char, bring out a little flavor in them. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and just mix up this bacon, this ham, this sausage, and onion. Make one big mess out of it. Yes, sir. That's a pretty mess right there, ain't it? I bet that's a flavorful mess, though. So now I'm gonna clean the griddle up a little bit. All right, I'm gonna try some of these eggs I've never done before. Okay, I've turned 2 middle burners off, 2 outsides are on, because first off, you wanna cook your eggs on a lower temperature, real slow and low. It's how you want to do eggs. Blackstone Betty taught me that, and it works perfect. 100% great tip. But what I'm going to try today is I'm going to pour the eggs out kind of and make them circular, put the tortilla down, make the egg stick to the tortilla, and then flip it over. So the egg is kind of, the tortilla is kind of lined in egg, if you will, for these quesadillas. I have never tried this. First time, if it fails, we'll still have egg in there somehow, I'm sure. Let's see how it turns out. So I'm going to take my egg, and just kind of get it in a round circular pattern or so ish, kind of like that right there. And we're gonna hit them eggs with that, get some flavor in there. Yeah, like that there. Now let's take this tortilla and see how this turns out. Kind of push it out around and just let it cook for a minute or two, I guess, and we'll flip it over and see how it works. I'm really curious about how they're gonna turn out. But in the meantime, them hash browns sure are looking good over here. These jalapenos are back here doing the thing, and just look at this mess we made over here. That bacon, that ham, that sausage, them onions. Oh yeah. This is what I'm really curious about. Look up under here. I'm really hoping this works. I really am. We're gonna find out. All right. I can't wait no longer. Look like the egg is pretty much done, like almost like you're ready to flip it. So let's see if it even stuck to the tortilla. I'm gonna grab the edge of it. Look at that, y'all. It did. So let's give it a flip. It worked. Check that out. I like that. I love that trick. Pretty good hack. So now what do we do? Well, let's see. I think I'm gonna hit this a little more lumberjack. Let's see what these hash browns are looking like, y'all. Not too bad, not too shabby. That's all right. We're gonna cut them up now. Let's get our hash browns cut up just a little bit. Add some texture in there. So I think I want to add some hash browns to this one. Good. Let's add some meat in here. Now we'll build one, then we're going to do another. Might do the other one a different way. I don't know yet. Let's add some of these jalapeños back here. We got some cheese. I'm just going to rip the cheese in half. Just kind of lay it in there. Like this right here. Push it down just a little bit. And let's flip it. Uh-oh, you're falling out. Don't go nowhere. Don't you fall out. Now remember, these two middle burners are still off. And that's okay. That'll give me time to build another one. We'll put you back here. Okay, there. You stay back there. Let's do one more. This is what really helps to have a level griddle. Hit it with that lumberjack. Throw down our tortilla. Get some of that egg back around the corners. Try to make it look pretty, I guess. Let it cook. All right, let's give this a flip now. Look at that. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Grab some more lumberjack. Put in here. Now I think I'm gonna build this one a little different. I think I'm gonna put down some cheese first. Then I think I'll get me some of these hash browns over here. Add them in there for a little texture. Throw some meat in here. Put some jalapenos back here in them. More cheese. More cheese, please. Now, if you want to use shredded cheese for this, that is fine. I just had a pack of this Kobe Jack sliced in the refrigerator. Figured I'd use it. Well, let's give that a flip now. It's wanting to fall out, but we ain't gonna let it. So now let's fire these two burners back up on low and get a good toast on these quesadillas. Now I turned up the heat on these two burners to about a medium to go ahead and get that toast on these quesadillas. Let's check them out. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Get in there, get in there. The key is toast them up as toasty as you want them. If you want them real dark toast on your quesadillas, fine, do it. I don't care for a real heavy toast on them, but I do want a little crunch in them. I want y'all to take a look at that filling inside of these quesadillas. Fried cheese, all that goodness. Look at that gooey cheese over there bubbling. And the toast on these things getting just right. I say these things are done. Let's take them up, cut them up, and try them out. That's a fat quesadilla. Look at that thing. Look how big that thing is. Them things are huge. Man, these things turned out to be huge. Now, I do have some chopped green onion. If you want to, just for presentation, you can just kind of sprinkle some chopped green onion on them. some cilantro. You can put the green onion in the quesadilla, however you want to do it. I just kind of like put some around like that. Got some extra cheese. If you want to put cheese on top, make the top really cheesy, that's completely up to you. But right now, I think these things turned out rather nice. I ain't gonna lie, I'm really impressed by that egg hack with that tortilla. So now you have a breakfast tortilla lined with an egg. How cool is that? But y'all, the filling in this, look at all that goodness in there. Man, these things turned out way better than I expected. They look so good. I say now it's time to cut a piece off and try it. Let's cut you right through there. And we'll cut you. Y'all, I can't explain. Look at that cheese pull, y'all. There's steam coming out of there. Fried cheese, that bacon. I can't wait. Son, that I was not expecting. First off, I don't know if you can hear it or not, but the crunch of that tortilla shell. Don't look like it has much crunch to it, but it does, just a little. But the flavors. First off, I'm getting that lumberjack seasoning coming through with that egg-lined tortilla. I love that egg line, by the way, in case I hadn't told you. But then the sausage, the bacon, the onion, the jalapeno, all the flavors, the texture of them hash browns is in there. Oops. This is amazing. Now, I don't know what you would call a loaded quesadilla, loaded breakfast quesadilla. This works perfect for me. I'm really liking this. This has the flavors are really there. They really are. Try this out. Let me know what you think, and let me know what you change in it, what you put in yours, what you take out of yours. However you do yours, let me know. I would love to know. With that, I gotta take these in, let the kids try these out, and we'll see you next time.